just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Taking it about the 1. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up pat. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Ready, go! Ready.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check. Yellow. Line. Check white.
They'll try and run here with Swift. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for. Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 2nd down, Young. And he's got his man on the out route. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Carolina first down and a gain of 16. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Opposite. Green.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. There's the stiff arm. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. To throw, Young. Got his man, it's Jonathan Mingo. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on the wheels a little bit. Now go down for the touchdown on it. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they...
Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw to the defense. They have no answer for that right there.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in right around the goal line. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy.
There he goes, left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, right back to Hall. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second. Knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Jets. From 3 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after.
And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here is Young. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Hall. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. 7-7, our score after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw, Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Young on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Ball again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Young will set to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of mid. 27 yards there, 1st down.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Again, it's Young. Flushed out right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw for Young. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line. Blue check.
Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Yellow.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Set.
They'll run right here with Swift. There he goes, right side. Now inside the 25. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Carolina. DeAndre Swift, 59 yards. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy for that one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Young again. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Okay, ready?
A 1st down throw for Young. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Young. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. They'll throw again. Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are able to widen their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Quinnen Williams, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now here's Young. His throw incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Black swap, switch, yellow.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think?
He just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's second and 10. Looking to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much heralded college career. He parlayed that. first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
That throw by Young incomplete. 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready, go.
A quarterback draw. Here's Young. A little juke. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now a signal and a timeout call,
Here we go.
as it
Here
comes
we
with
go.
9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Hut, hut.
Young now from the 50. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on Open. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down, a run with Hall. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So They need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
He'll try again. And once again, he's going to be pushed backwards. This time back to the 3. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Breece Hall. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Now left side on the swing pass.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Smith red. Blue check.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Ball start. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Ready.
Here is Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Young. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Yellow. Lining. Check white.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, 33 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us? Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time, maybe.
Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll look to throw here on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
2nd and 13. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Back to throw here. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work, and the Panthers will get the football back. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Young to throw it. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Completed out left to Dobbs. Just a gain of a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Young on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play.
Check pink. Opposite. Green. Smith red.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready?
2nd down, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Milton Williams in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now Young. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's taken to the 26. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2nd and 11. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw, Young. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Young. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Davis Price. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Young now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards.
5-yard loss. It's 4th and goal.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a 2nd and 2. Hall again. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Jets first down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Let's go.
Following the interception, Young. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Panthers 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys already.
There he goes, right side. Still going inside the 20. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. One last shot for Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the